Fantasy Football 2017-18, Ivan Perisic. What could he bring to the Premier League? Ivan Perisic could be heading to a Premier League club near you this summer, which is great news for your fantasy football team. Manchester United are heavy favourites to secure the Croatian star, while Chelsea have been quietly looming in the background. The Croatian winger is a dead cert to move to the Premier League this summer. Dream Team 2017-18. How does the game work? This year's fantasy football game will be absolutely free for all players to play. The total prize pot is an approximated £750,000. Game weeks will run from Friday to Thursday. £50 million budget on 11 eligible players. Click here to sign up to Dream Team. And while the arrival of Perisic to Old Trafford could spell trouble for the likes of Anthony Martial, he could be a pretty tasty addition to your dream team. The 28-year-old was one of the few shining lights for Inter last season, with the Nerazzurri failing to land a European spot thanks to a lowly 7th-place finish in Serie A. With 11 goals and 8 assists in the league, Perisic was one of the club's better performers and will likely leave Milan in search of Champions League football. Jose Mourinho has his eyes firmly on Perisic this summer. What could this mean for your fantasy football team? At 28, the winger is at the very peak of his powers, while he has plenty of experience at the very top of the game with spells at Wolfsburg and Borussia Dortmund in Germany, coupled with his time at Inter. The stats don't lie, either. Using Who Scored, the providers for Dream Team's rating system, Perisic finished the season with an impressive 7.23 rating in all competitions and 7.28 in Serie A. Only Mauro Icardi, 7.30, scored higher than the Croatian in Inter's squad. And to add some extra context, has done considerably better than fellow Serie A wingers Antonio Candreva, 706, and Adem Ljajic, 7.18. Perisic is certainly a classy winger. So how much could Perisic cost on Dream Team next season? Liverpool hotshot Sadio Mane was valued at £4.5 at the start of the season, while Man City star Raheem Sterling would have initially set you back £50 million. So we're estimating Perisic will cost around the same amount, although he may be even cheaper considering his lack of experience in England. Will he be a starter for your dream team next season? When does fantasy football start? Dream Team is officially live and kicking with a month still go before the big kickoff when Arsenal host Leicester in the opening fixture. That gives you an awfully long time to monitor the transfer market and choose your team accordingly, with Perisic a potentially popular choice next season. You can keep up to date with all the latest fantasy football news with our Fantasy Football Live blog and sign up to Dream Team here. We look back at some of the best skills, flicks and tricks from the 2016-17 Premier League season.